that song mo. Kung mamatay ka, i-play namin ng music.
Ay, hindi ko pa alam. Wala pa ko dara nga part, guys. Advance wala ko ba?
Sige. Hello sa ating first guest of the year.
Yes.
Akong wife. Magbisaya tayo or Tagalog lang siguro na?
Dili
Or
ko
saan
sure.
comfortable yung
I'm
ating
not sure.
audience?
Pwede
Sige.
English, Tagalog, Bisaya.
But saan ka comfortable?
English and
Oh my
Bisaya.
gosh.
I can speak Tagalog as well.
Pero mas confident ako sa Tagalog.
You can speak in Tagalog. I'll also try to speak in Tagalog because
No.
I'm disdak.
Mas better na English ka, ako mag-Tagalog.
Okay lang Tagalog, I can catch up.
English na lang. So, bakit ka naka-makeup today?
So I can feel so that I'll look pretty.
Required ba as a girl? Like, what makes you, parang, bakit nag-makeup ang mga babae? Yan. Curious din ako niyan mo. Like, why do you have to make yourself, like, pretty? No? Sige daw.
I think the reason varies from person to person. I think some other girls put makeup on or wear good clothes or wear nice things because they want to impress other people. Like say for example, if you have a crush, diba, you want to look pretty, you want to look your best. That's why you do that. But for me, since I'm already married, I do it for myself. I feel good. I feel good and I feel confident because I know that I am not perfect. So by making myself pretty, I can boost my confidence. And for the record, I'm not actually wearing heavy makeup.
Natural beauty, no? Iba talaga.
Yeah, because I'm taking good care of my skin.
Wow.
Char.
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, ngayon kasi, as you can see, no, because of these TikTok videos, reels, yung mga nakikita ng mga bata, it's like, napapansin, or it's like they're learning it from the videos na this is how the women act. Parang ganyan.
Naging
It's like,
standard.
oo.
Yeah.
Like, kasi kung makita kayo in high school, yung mga classmates ko dati, like, wala mang pakialam, nagatakyan pa yung mga babae.
Same.
Right now, it's like, it's super different, no?
Yeah. Like, say, for example, sometimes, I think, when I go out with my cousins or other friends na with the same age as me, sinasabi namin na this girl or these girls are like younger, way younger than us, but they look matured in terms of how they dress and with their makeups compared to us. Like what you said na nung bata pa tayo, hindi naman tayo ganun. That's because I think, well, it's not I think. The reason for that is, yun nga sabi mo, TikTok and social media. Because a lot of influencers out there, syempre, if girls, parang naging norm na siya na you go live, you become an influencer, so you have to look good, diba? That's why this even younger girls already knows how to wear makeup. Even mga toddlers, diba? Like Cassie, diba, pamangkin mo and other girls na...
Natin, no?
Yeah.
Natin na kahit. Kasal man tayo.
So, ayun.
Seriously, so, do you think same rin ang reason nila na to become confident? Kasi like, for example, yung mga bata ngayon, like, they just want to...
Definitely. They want to be more confident, like presenting yung sarili nila. Like, say for example, it could be to impress their crush, or say for example, they, like, yun nga, if you're like an influencer, you just want attention. I think that a lot of people, seek attention, especially nowadays, na parang, kaya nga, di ba, sinasabi nila na social media is like one of the reasons why a lot of people are depressed, are getting anxious, because say for example, when they post something on social media and they're not getting enough likes, they feel like, I feel like I'm not good enough. Parang nakabase yung happiness nila with the reactions that they get with their post. So that's why I could see that, women, or not just women, even men, they wanted to look good, post in social media, and when they see a lot of people engaging on their post, they feel good. So parang ganun. And yun na nga.
Parang dopamine niya yun, no?
So, syempre, if you compare naman yung post mo, ay, bakit parang mas maraming likes sa kanya? Because, to be honest, when I was younger...
It's like they're feeding their egos? Parang ganun ba?
yeah. Exactly. Because when I was younger, I tend to feel that way as well. But then, like now, I don't give a shit about it.
Mhm.
Kasi nga, the number one reason, I mean, na ginagawa ko yung pagpo-post is, I believe I've shared it a lot of times, is for my future children to see. Yun talaga,
Mm.
the reason why I post. Because there are a lot of things, diba, that's happened. There are moments na gusto mong i-share na, like, within that moment, kasi somehow when time passes by it fades, so you wanted to share that exact moment, how you feel about it,
Mhm.
'di ba, so that in the future your children can see it. Parang ganun yung sa akin yung ginagawa ko, especially if it's something that I feel like remarkable.
I mean, yeah, I can relate kasi nga, like for example, why are we doing this podcast, 'di ba? I was asked like, what's the reason? Do you need money, fame, or anything? Same thought na nagpasok din sa isip ko na it's more about like I want to show my future kids, apo, that I have encountered these people, no? I have learned a lot from these people, ang mga makausap natin
Yes.
in the future in this channel, no, in this podcast. That's something na, kumbaga, ayoko rin maging boring na lolo, kumbaga ganun. Kumbaga, I want to share something,
Exactly.
even if it's not my story,
Yeah.
that the moment na na-meet ko yung person na to, like you,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a funny thing, no, na yung first meet tayo, like we were madly in love with each other, like it's a fun thing na like how we were in love on those moments that we created a story, you know, because we believe that it's gonna be a movie someday. Kasi
And
magic talaga yun.
Yeah.
I still
It's
have the
like
notes.
destiny.
The idea kasi, the idea
What
kasi,
notes?
she's going to create her
Okay.
point of
You
view
listen
niya
down.
of her story, how she met me. And it's my perspective din sa part ko na yun. It's like, it's a funny thing na I found the GC or the group pa rin na
The Karen and David.
that we shared our notes na like how we met.
Yeah.
Like you were the keyboard girl in the L300. That's how we met. Yeah, okay. Graduate ka ng pharmacy, right?
Yes, BS Pharmacy at
Yes.
Notre Dame of the Jungle.
So first batch kayo, no?
Yes, pioneering batch.
Pioneering batch. So right now na nasa blockchain industry ka or in the freelance world. So bakit ka nag-shift, no? Sige, tell us that story.
The shift was something na, kumbaga, hindi ko siya totally na pinano or ginusto. It just happened. Kasi nga, so, yun nga, after I graduated, diba, sabi ko, magpahinga muna ako ng ilang months before ako magtrabaho. But
Ang
then,
tanong ba, afford mo magpahinga?
not really. Because I also need to find a job. Kasi nga, ano tayo, breadwinner of the family. So, we need to provide for our family. But then, yun nga, an opportunity came because Dave was an operations manager for this project. And so, he recommended me to his client. So, ayun, nakapasok ako as a social media manager of that crypto YouTuber. So, it was a crypto YouTuber. And so, that started, since he is in crypto, so I get to manage social media. And that was also the time that I'm learning. So, when I joined, diba, wala akong kaalam-alam anything about Web3 or blockchain
Or tech in general,
yeah,
no?
yeah, just a bit, siguro, just a bit when it comes to tech, because dati pa naman I'm really into like science.
No?
Yeah.
Yung high school ka,
Yeah,
computer
and
major.
computer major ako in GSAT sa Glan School of Arts and Trades. I was a computer major, but that's it. That's my tech background in general. And then ano lang talaga, later on I realized that it's something that I really wanted to pursue because na-realize ko na there's still so much more diba? To learn, and it is actually a promising industry. So when I was working, I was learning, nakita ko yung potential ng blockchain, and I said, well, why not give it a try? And then ever since, hindi na ako nakaalis. Like up until now, I'm still in the Web3 space, and now we're also trying to make a move to, artificial
Yeah.
intelligence and all these tech-related na mga stuff. And yeah, it has been a wonderful journey for me, and I was really thankful for all, actually, I don't know, but I'm really thankful for the clients that accepted me. Kasi 'di ba, they are the ones who
Yeah.
trusted you even if you don't have experience. That's why I'm really grateful as well for.
That's the beauty of like
Yeah.
the internet itself. Like it connected people.
Yeah, exactly. And what I really like about it is because when I joined, kasi after my first job, I was able to land several clients as well. And one thing that I really like is that they did not, parang judge me. You're not a graduate of computer science or computer engineering or related fields in the tech industry or field, but then they hired me even if I was a graduate of BS Pharmacy, and they clearly look at my siguro sa experience. So, ayun, I was really grateful. And I think malaking part is because at that time, very early pa yung Web3, yung
100%.
blockchain. So, wala
Even
naman
now.
talagang course, di ba? So, they cannot hire someone who is a graduate of crypto or blockchain, di ba? They just need someone who is knowledgeable and has experience. So, I'm lucky to get in early. Yeah, that is one of the key.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what we can, kumbaga, napansin natin nowadays, or even like, since I think pandemic days, nag-shift yung mga, let's say, sa mga tech field namin, like kami, na mga computer science, IT graduates, no? That most of us are in the IT field.
Yes.
But on your end, I believe there was a shift, right?
Yes, as
From
well.
your peers or your future mga colleagues na, what can you tell us about it?
Yes. So since nga a lot of my as well classmates before in college, they have also ventured in freelancing, so especially as medical VAs. So at least related pa din, but yun nga there yun nga sabi mo, it was really during the pandemic na it started to shift na, since lahat naka-lockdown, a lot of companies shut down and you cannot go to the office. So a lot of projects and companies shifted na to work from home. And so people actually discovered na, oh, okay, work from home is actually possible, so I can spend
It's a
time with my
thing.
family and still earn, di ba?
Right.
And that is really something na very, I think people realize na, okay, why not i-push ko na lang to even after the pandemic, since actually it's possible. And of course, kudos as well to the companies that allowed it, that even after the pandemic, I think there are companies na fully nag-transition na lang into work from home or hiring employees from, different places and not requiring them to report sa office talaga, 'di ba? So kasi nga spending time with our family is really important, 'di ba? And imagine, of course, we need to work para kumita tayo ng pera to sustain our family, and that's like 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day na you are not at home, you are away from your parents. If you have kids, 'di ba? You're away from your kids and you're losing the time to spend it with them. So it was really I think life-changing in a way for a lot of people. And just like what you said, even if yung mga nasa different fields like medical fields, they have already yun na nga, naka-work from home na sila ngayon. So it was a really great transition. So if there's anything good that happened during the pandemic, it is one of those. Yung
Na-expose
yes,
yung mga
na-expose
tao
yung mga tao.
regarding the work from home setup, no? But I want to ask you a question, but it's not going to kasi I know I have witnessed you, or baga konti lang yung experience mo, no, regarding working in the office. Diba?
Like,
Tapos yung sa office pa talaga natin, sa
it's
house.
it's a
Ah,
startup, so I
right.
cannot really like
So,
consider it as something na
yes.
parang corporate level of
Yes.
office.
So it's a perspective mo pa lang yun regarding sa work from home.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos, kumbaga, I want to ask this in the future maybe if siguro mag-grow yung office natin na like,
Oo.
malayo sa bahay natin na magpunta ka talaga ng ano. Or we could ask our co-founder, si Chachi. Pag nag-podcast natin si Chachi, siya ang invite natin kasi sa corporate din siya before.
She tried both na,
Yes,
diba?
yes. And
Kasi
ako, yun din
talagang
experience
ilang
ko
years
eh.
din siya doon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kasi kung ano yung benefits, pros and cons para para maintindihan natin or yung mga listeners natin or viewers na magka-idea on what to pursue, di ba? But I encourage
Kasi
people,
ikaw, na-try mo na din
of course,
mag-office
I
visit for
want
how
people
many
to
years?
experience it na magkaroon ng office, yung may mga ano ka, mga makalaban ka sa office,
Yes.
yung may mga maging kakampi ka, may maging kumbaga, makita mo ma-witness mo
Yung mga
yung
office
world
drama,
itself, may mga
office
dramas,
drama,
yeah.
yes.
Wala experience yun.
Yeah, I haven't experienced that.
So, it's, kumbaga for me, it's better na people would
na-try ko
love
din
to
yun.
experience it so that it would like give them a glimpse of life. So, yeah, no, yung introduction pala natin, wala natin ano, but of course, we're gonna make it like this in the future na let's just talk right away, no?
Wala nang keme-keme.
Yeah, why, diba? So the title of our podcast would be The Game of Life. So I was thinking about reserving this name to build it as a book,
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Because I want to make a
You told
story
me
or a lessons, series of lessons on how to win life, no? So we know how I define life isn't fucking easy,
Yeah,
diba?
life
So
is
I
a
want
game.
to kumbaga right now sa situations namin dito like in especially in the Philippines or in the other countries na mga third world countries, we're not very kumbaga when you're born here 99% siguro you're in a hard mode life, no? So difficult ang life talaga dito, but if you know some of this knowledge or you get access to this some information, you would have an advantage, no, on how to win life wherever you are. So it's a really good lesson to share in the world. So I think I'll discuss it in the future once ma-start ko na. Actually, simulan ko na rin siya but it's not that big yet, but I'm gonna make it na on my end. So yeah, of course, yung mga marinig kong stories dito, I could also insert it from the book, no. So regarding book, what book or movie that you think everyone should experience or at least na mabasa nila for their life, no? Why? Bakit nila basahin yung book na yan?
Quite difficult because I've read several books and hindi ko natapos, but then I get to still learn some lessons from it. And siguro like sa ngayon lang sa naisip ko, I know that after this or later on I could still think of better books to read, but like right now in this moment, I guess siguro unahin na natin siguro to guide us like life in general. I think if you are Christian, you read the Bible. That is very important, I think. And disclaimer lang, I haven't really finished the Bible. I attempted to, and I do not really memorize a lot of yung mga verses, but there are a lot of teachings in the Bible that you can apply, especially if you're Christian, you're Catholic, you read it. Highly recommended, definitely, the Word of God. Yun number one. And even later on, that's still my number one. But then another thing, siguro, like right now, I don't know, when it comes to book, like I've read books about healthy living, about how you can reduce stress, but another book that comes into mind is your Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's a self-help
100%.
book, finance book. So I think it's because nowadays, a lot of people are struggling with their finances and they wanted to improve their life, diba? And one thing that you can do to improve your life is to improve your finances. If you have better finances, if you have, basically more money, then you can make your life better, easier. So, Rich Dad Poor Dad is something that you should read because it will teach you basic finance lessons. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, and that was like one of the first books that we bought before, and
Right.
and a book that I was able to read or finish cover to cover.
Mm-mm.
But don't ask me about specific
Right.
lessons
I
because
mean,
I
even
cannot
me.
really recall exactly, but it's the thought or the lessons that I
It's
get from it.
for me. It's hard to read a book. No, I love visuals. No, I love watching movies, or I love to learn.
Yes, knowing you,
Mm-mm.
I know you love like watching videos or
The-
um
it's easier for me because like you can work while you are listening to something, while you're
or
learning.
listening to
So
podcasts,
that's how
diba?
I roll.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, so the book, no, for me naman is The Secret. I love what Karen has said na yung Bible talaga. It's like the manual of life man talaga. Ang book na Bible, no?
Yeah.
It's like the number one because like if yung spiritual mo is empty, like even if you are the richest man on earth,
Yeah, you
you're going
feel
to be feel
empty.
empty inside. So it's not gonna be something that would like make your life fulfilling, something
Exactly.
like that. And if ever naman you were born with it, I believe, I don't know, kasi if I don't know if kung ganun din, hindi ko rin perspective to eh. Just an idea lang. If ever na I was born rich, like wala ako naka-experience ng
Hardships.
hardship, I don't think ma-appreciate ko properly ang life. No?
Yeah. That's a big factor na
Oo.
yung mga tao na dumaan sa hirap, sila yung mas nakaka-appreciate ng anong meron sila ngayon. But not all naman na coming from,
Of course, 100%. Kasi
yeah.
nga, hindi natin maano kasi hindi natin experience yun. So, hindi natin ma-judge
It's
yung
just
ganun. Or,
from our perspective lang na we tend to appreciate what we have right now kasi alam natin pinaghirapan natin, di ba?
so, regarding the, ano naman, yun said, The Secret, it's all about the law of attraction. No? I learned about it way back 2014. And then, it changed my life. No? After I read it, I shared it to people. And I'm not a writer, or I'm not a, you know, bookworm or something, or even just ano, reader man lang. Hindi tayo ako nagabasa. Even sa mga textbooks, I don't learn from that. But that book is very special to me, that I was
Able to
encouraged rather, or I was, kumbaga, nagkaroon ng motivation to write an article about
Yes.
it. No? It was amazing because it was like, right now it's 10 years ago pa lang. And I wrote that article with 4 of my dreams that I already have accomplished. I didn't notice that
na-achieve mo
na
na.
pala yun. It's
Oo,
amazing, no, with that 1 decade na natapos eh. So I think this year I was also going to,
Right.
kumbaga, I have to write na part 2, no? What's my next dream? Kumbaga. So it's amazing na that book literally changed everything. No, it's like how I react on things, how I respond. So, law of attraction is real. Yeah, for me. So, okay, moving forward. So, can you share about something sa life mo? I know we've been together for like almost 10 years na. And wait lang, baka law of attraction kita, no? Seriously. Literal, no? Ano rin yung ano na yun, yung pag-meet namin ni Karen, it's a wish from God, no? For sa kay God, gi-wish ko talaga yun si God sa kay Karen. Anyway, story from your life, yung fundamentally na nag-change ang life mo, and then from one advice, kumbaga someone na naging teacher mo, naging mentor mo, naka-work mo, nakasalamuha mo lang, ayan, tapos binigyan ka niya ng advice, and then it completely changed everything. What was it? Do you have something like that?
I think I have, but right now parang blank pa ako, to be honest. So, yeah, I'll just think muna. Ano ba?
Actually, it's a funny question to ask you because you're an introvert, diba? So you don't
So, I
actually.
don't get to mingle a lot with people. Totoo, that's why I was like, ano kaya?
Sige
People.
daw, no?
Ang hirap. Maybe siguro ikaw na lang, since ikaw yung parating nakasama. And
Okay.
we've been together for like almost a decade now, right? So, 10 years. One thing that I really admire about you that I also try to apply is yung pagiging, kumbaga, you're not a warrior,
Mm.
'di ba? Kasi I am warrior talaga, like I am very anxious.
Mhm.
Even small things parang na-amplify siya sa mind ko, so I get super anxious, super stressed, and
Mm.
with that parang sunod-sunod na nagiging, it's like a cascading effect na, because I feel bad, I feel negative, and it's what I emit, like negative energy, so parang nagiging pangit na din lahat ng nangyayari sa paligid ko. And so what I really admire about you is that you can easily move on when something
Mhm.
happen. Tapos, like, you don't really dwell into the problem that much, but you focus on the solution. And that's what you taught me. Like, when you have problems, di ba, minsan, I am like, I focus much on the problem.
Mhm.
Pinaproblema ko siya, iniisip ko talaga, sabi mo, instead of focusing on the problem or like feeling depressed about it, why not focus on finding a solution?
Mm.
So that's
Solution
really
based.
something that I learned from you that I also apply, and I'm so glad that I haven't really like entirely gotten out of it, but I am way better now.
100%.
I know
100%.
na alam mo yan, I'm way better now in handling things and
100%.
handling problems, and that's also how I learned about stoicism.
Mm.
Yeah. It's because stoicism is a philosophy na you live in the now. You do
Mhm.
not worry about the past because it
Right.
already happened, and you should not be worried too much about the future because it hasn't happened yet. You cannot control what happens next, like 100%.
Exactly.
You can have just choices or you can prepare, but you cannot totally control what happens next. So you just have to live in the now,
And
appreciate what you have, and ito din, like, um, make the best out of
right.
your life. Like right
Exactly.
now, try to enjoy it, diba? Just try to enjoy it and live each day as if it's your last.
Right. Right.
Yun talaga.
Love it.
Isang sa natutunan kasi. Because you always
YOLO.
tell me,
Mm.
you're ready to die. And then I
Yun,
told
yun
you
talaga.
couple of times na I'm afraid to die. Diba? Pero like right now,
I
I
was
have
going
all,
to ask you what change, what advice did I ask you to have that kind of kumbaga change sa life mo. I think it was that moment when I asked you, are you ready to die?
and then I
Parang
told,
feel ko yun or the moment na
I think
shinare ko
madami.
sa yung
Madami kang shinare sa akin.
yung principle ko na I do not expect anything in life.
Yan. Like,
Yung
you're ready to
I'm
wear
not
the worst case scenario. Isa din yan.
I am ready to accept the worst case scenario. If
Yeah.
I can, for example, this is how I decide on things, no. For example, this part na I have to decide on this path or this path. If this path naman is worst case scenario, hindi mangyari, tanggap ko ba? Ganun. If not, doon ako sa kabila. Doon sa safer part, di
Yeah.
ba? Pero if naman yung harder part, tapos kaya ko pa rin tanggapin,
Yeah.
matalo ako doon, then I'm going
Just
to
go with
try
it.
it, right?
For
So,
sure.
I
Higher
think
rewards naman yan, di
two
ba?
parts yun eh. Yung number one talaga is yung, are you ready to die? It's like something like, there's this meme or going on in the internet like for a couple of years now na yung si Snoopy and his kid, yung Snoopy is a dog, na remember.
Yeah.
So yung mga hindi mga ano dyan,
Wow.
mga bata, Snoopy is a dog. So hindi si Snoop Dogg ha. yung cartoon character, nakalimutan ko yung pangalan ng kid. He was telling his dog na you only live once.
Yes.
No? So you have to enjoy life.
Yeah.
But the response of the dog, no. You only die once. You live every fucking day.
Ayun.
That moment pa lang mag-switch lang yun. Pucha. That makes sense, di ba? Isang beses lang talaga tayo namamatay. Pero we get to live every day. Di ba? It's an amazing story. Amazing story. So yeah, that made me, kumbaga, try to influence other people din na never be afraid. Kumbaga, it is what it is.
Yeah.
If,
And a lot of
it shit
people-
happens, then move on,
Yeah.
move forward. Because pain is temporary. Failure is temporary. If hindi ka rin mag-move forward, then ma-stuck ka sa past.
Yeah.
It would create you depression. Diba? Kung nasobraan ka naman ka positive, then it will give you like anxiety. So live the moment.
Yeah.
Diba? So yun yung to stay sane.
That's really something na ina-apply ko ngayon. Like, I'm trying to be consistent with it. Like, sa season na just focus on what's happening right now, diba? And just try to make good choices because for me, life is just a series of choices.
Right.
Diba? It's just a series of choices. You choose to like wake up early or not, diba? You choose to eat or not. Then the consequence of not waking up early is malate ka, and the consequence of maybe eating breakfast is that you feel energized instead of not eating, you feel drained, diba? So life is just a matter of choices. So you just try to make the best choices. And as a human being, we cannot really make good choices every fucking time, diba?
Mm-mm.
And that is also something that you should accept, no? Do not like be too hard on yourself na you got into this situation, because I think accountability is also very important. That is also something that I really want people to realize na since life is a matter of choices and you are the one making those choices, so you have to be accountable for what's happening in your
Right.
life and not blame others for what's happening. Like, it's so important.
Natawa ako kasi I think kasi tayong dalawa, we both have this biggest part sa life natin ba, diba? Sobrang bigat.
Na tayo lang nakakaalam.
Na tayo sa sobrang bigat na both of us can relate on each other. No? It's amazing. And it would really push you to the limits to just fucking enjoy life
Yeah.
while it matters. No? While you still can.
Yeah.
Kumbaga. I mean, we're not sick or
Yeah.
hindi din basta something that is very important sa life namin. So, let's talk about something else.
I think masyadong seryoso.
So, ano yung pinaka-useless talent
Sa
mo?
maubos ako. Excuse, guys.
So,
Useless talent.
I'm gonna ask you again, what is your most useless talent or talent mo siya pero hindi alam ng mundo na nag-exist
Pastime.
sa'yo?
Really ko sure. I'm not sure because first and foremost, I'm not talented. I'm not talented. Like, that's also like one of my insecurities. Like, say for example, there are people na good at
For example, you were
sports.
playing golf and then you discovered na, wow, super galing ka pala, parang ganyan. Something na talent, sports, or anything na...
Siguro something that I just discovered, like the Beat Saber.
Hoy, baka...
Because,
Hoy,
know,
it may be useless for you for now, but in the future, maybe magkaroon siya ng
baka may
tournaments and
tournament,
everything.
ako maging champion. Why not?
Wow.
Oh, kaka-discover ko lang na he cannot finish the yung parang expert mode, yung one hand, and I was able to finish it. Yeah, I think that is something na worth flexing kay gipamaulan jud ko ato. As in, isa lang po jud kakamot kay ganahan man ko sa one hand lang. Kaya if I use two hands, usay dili jud mag-coordinate ako left or right. But when I just use one hand, like, dali lang nakafocus ang attention, go on
Ay, gumaling
the
na kaya ako
direction.
ngayon compared before.
Na.
Anyway, sige, embarrassing song na paborito mo. Kumbaga yung nakakatawa sa iba.
It's hard because you know me. I really curate songs.
Okay, so what
diba?
what
Alam mo
song
yan.
is your kumbaga you would like to share to the world?
It's hard. Kabalo ko, guys, so like per me man, it's hard. Lisod kay, like, say for example, when he asked me what song, in different, nako yung song in different phases of my life. Like, when I was younger, I tend to
Alright,
like
I'm gonna make it
songs.
simple. That song mo. Kung mamatay ka, i-play namin ng music.
Hindi ko pa alam. Wala pa ko dara nga part, guys. Advance man akong bano. Like, I'm not there yet. Pero siguro, karon mo di ba alam mo yan na like in different phases, like even in our relationship, like we started with Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now as our parang theme song or love song. But then, since we have already evolved in our relationship, we already, kumaga naglahi na po ko di ba, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us. Tapos, naatay katong big plans, katong time na nag-try pa mi na to build our, our career, our finances, and then naabot ko katong mga last 2 years ago, Still Into You. Diba? Alam mo yan, by Paramore, because it really resonates with the relationship that we have, that even after all this time, I'm still into you. Tinuod, like, ana god, di ba? Ana bito ang ano sa song people wonder, nga nagdugay man ni sila. Oh, you don't need to wonder, basta kay I'm still into you, Morgana. Tapos, last year, mga late last year, na-discover na ako tong song Unwritten. Although I've heard about the song a couple of times, pero wala kay na ko siya na digest og tarong. But then, when it was used by the movie, nakalimutan ko sa title, sa Netflix, no? Oh, kay when I curate songs, aside from the melody, the music itself, I look at the
Sige
lyrics.
daw, bigyan mo daw kami ng sample niyan.
Ayun, kaubon ko.
So, ano na our fireworks?
Sorry guys, sorry. Kaya ginaubo ko. Actually, worried ko. Kaya ko, what if mag-ubo ko? So, ayun na lang, kapoy na ka-ikat di akong ubo. So, pasensya na ninyo. Tao lang po ta,
Sige.
magkasakit para ta.
We have a few
Kato,
more
Unwritten.
minutes.
Kato nga,
Okay.
sige, Unwritten
Alright.
by Natasha. Sa pang apelyido ni Natasha.
I am unwritten, pens on my hand. Tama ba? Sige.
Never mind.
Sige. So, let's move. By the way, guys, this is going to be long formats, no? Depende sa how we enjoy the
The
company.
conversation.
The conversation. So, one thing I want to ask you is it better to save time or save money? It got you thinking.
Misuda, no?
Mm-mm.
Siguro, kani, kay save money, well, you know me, I don't really save money. We both have that principle na we don't save money. Kay money should be, invested. Diba? Kay, not
Used.
para magtuyok. Yeah, it
It's
should
a
be
tool.
used. Yeah.
So,
Saving is
kumbaga-
not practical nowadays.
Kumbaga, the only thing that matters there is kumbaga, ang time, hindi na yan babalik sa'yo.
Mhm.
Ang money, pwede pang
Pwede
babalik.
pa, you can make
It's going to
money. Yeah.
Yeah. So next would be, would you rather end hunger or end hatred?
I think hatred.
Mhm.
Because when you end hatred, then there's more love, then hunger can be reduced.
Right, di ba?
No?
Tsaka ano lang rin yan siya. I don't know.
Or nabi uban nga, kanang isog sila kay tungod gutom sila. Mao na karon. 'Di ba ikaw ginaingnan ko nimo nga kaunsa kay basig gutom lang ka. Kay 'di ba
Baka
siguro kasuko sa imo nga.
Mag-awaken yung dragon spirit.
So it's hard. We cannot really tell.
So if you could date yung fictional character or someone dead na kilala mo or idol mo talaga na maka-dinner mo siya, who would it be and what would you ask them? Einstein, mga ganyan. Like,
Bisuda oy.
Sheldon, Bradley Cooper.
Nawala na mo ko sana ang stage oy. Like
Really?
siguro kung artista wala na, pero siguro kanang sa mga gina look forward. Siguro someone from the tech industry, like given, syempre, mo date ka, ug kuan, kato ng mga tech moguls na kanang mga dato, like mga Zuckerberg or Elon Musk nga mga caliber. Then, so, may mga
Amazing,
tana,
no?
medyo lisod. Syempre, naman, siguro, like, at this stage, I'm curious. Siguro, ako, this is, like, something that plays into my mind na, siguro si Vitalik, di ba? One of the founders of
We've
Ethereum.
met Vitalik for like
Yeah, and
3 times na
gusto gina
siguro.
ko siya, like, makasturya na dili
Yung
about
one-on-one,
tech.
no? Yung,
And not about Ethereum, not about Web3. I just want to ask him, like, simple things as, what is actually your favorite color? What is your favorite food? What is your favorite country? I want to know. Curious ko sa tao, like, out of all the people, I don't know. Siguro I'm not reading much about him na siguro na-answer na
Right.
siya interview about that. But I think for the most part, Manggod, when Vitalik is there, they ask, okay, what's your next plan about Ethereum? No one's really asking him. Curious
How
ko.
are you?
Diba? Like, how are you? Or like simple life conversations.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how
That's something na
I was actually
curious
asked
about.
dun sa Penang in Malaysia. Kumbaga, how would you sell Philippines, no? I told them like, I'm not here to sell anything.
Yeah.
I'm here to learn about the stories
Of
no,
the people.
of the people. I want to learn about Penang, about Malaysia. So that's, similar how we talk. Like, even if we go to conferences, you know me as someone I don't talk about business, about
Yeah.
Ethereum or anything, Bitcoin, blah, 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 technology. I talk about life. So, like who are you before blockchain?
Yeah. I think people appreciate it when you try to know them. Like say for
Exit.
example, when you are in a business meeting and then I think ano
100%.
magvary po siya
Ah,
because there are people na siguro they're so busy and they don't really want to have this small chit chat that they
mhm.
want to go direct to business, but most of the time I think people will appreciate na even if you're here for a business meeting, you still have time to know the person. I
Right,
think they'll
right.
appreciate because I've like read a book na we as people really wanted to feel good,
Of
'di ba?
course.
We wanted to other people to appreciate us. And so when you do that, when you try to know a person, they will appreciate it na, oh, someone is interested in me,
Mhm,
'di ba? And I
mhm,
think that would help a lot with your relationship or with the deal that you are making. I
mhm.
think
Most
it's
of
not a
the
superficial lang ano ba relationship.
100%, 95% of our clients, no, in the past,
Be- have become our friends,
like brothers,
best
like best
friends,
friends,
especially
100%.
yeah, especially with you since you
Mm,
are really extrovert and
mm.
I've seen na yun na nga, they're like your brothers.
Yeah, when we were in
Exactly.
Dubai, remember, there was this an actress.
Mm-hmm.
She
Yeah,
she was a
yeah.
singer as well,
Mm-hmm.
a very big girl. Like she was taught by like the
Yeah,
trainers of Bruno Mars,
yeah, yeah.
diba? And then it just happened that she was
Mm-hmm.
asking for a lighter. I was
Mm-hmm.
smoking a cigarette there, and then what happened is that we started doing conversation,
Mm-hmm.
talking about life and like how did we end up in the same
Yeah.
event, and then it's just amazing that we were able to work together
Mm-hmm.
and like even Hicham, remember Hicham?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And we shout that if, every time we go apart, we hug each other and say love you, bro.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like I mean it's also like I've been bugging you this, like how come people doesn't
The
talk about like telling people that they love them,
mm-hmm.
like not in a sexual manner, but
Yeah,
they just pure
yeah, yeah,
love,
just love them.
we need.
Mm.
So that's ano rin, kumbaga, after this, no, should tell our parents that we love them, no,
Yeah, actually
our
ako,
brothers, sisters.
I'm very open. I
Mm,
do say I love you to my
mm.
parents. Like, especially now when I get na matanda na ako.
Spread more love,
Yeah.
no.
I'm more open compared before. Maybe when I was a teenager, I cannot say that. But now, as I get older and I know my parents are getting older, I really wanted them to know that I love them.
Mm.
Even if sometimes murag awkward siya, but then
Yeah.
just say it. It's just a word. 'Di ba? It doesn't cost you a dime to say I love you. Pero I do not also dismiss the fact na there are people na not comfortable. Maybe
Right,
because it's not,
exactly.
yeah,
I mean, love can be shown through cooking,
yeah,
food, blah blah blah, the other
it's
ways,
not
but
always verbal.
it's really really
Important.
satisfying
Mhm.
to say it compared
Yeah,
just
because
showing it.
words are powerful.
Right,
And
exactly.
well, actions also speak
Speaks louder
louder
than
than
word.
words. Like, why not do both? You show them how you
Exactly.
love them verbally and
Mm.
acts of love.
I
You
mean, for
cook for
example,
them.
someone died, di ba? Tapos doon
Mhm.
pa natin sabihin na mahal natin sila, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. It's too late.
Yeah, and I also, parang, may nabasa din ako na, you give people their flowers daw when they are still alive, not when they are already dead. Diba? That's
Mm.
why we bring flowers for the dead person, but then they said, bring flowers when they're alive.
Mm-mm.
Parang ganun. Yeah, appreciate people while they are still here. That's why
Right.
I'm also trying to spend more time with my grandparents.
Mm-mm.
Like, 'di ba? In the law of life, mauuna talaga sila. So,
Actually, this is also
I
like a
have to
good, ano
also.
rin, kumbaga, gusto ko, I want to encourage other like business owners out there
Mhm.
that, kumbaga, depende sa, it doesn't work for everyone, but if like, you could do this to your own business na mag-applicable to sa inyo na like, for example, yung ating setup,
Mhm.
you work like 3 weeks, and then 1 week is work from home, di ba?
Mhm.
So that they could spend more time to their
Yeah.
families. I think it's also like a good initiative, no?
Yeah.
Sa America or in the other countries, they were pushing like 4 days work.
Yeah, hybrid work setup.
Mm-mm. That would be like, it would save time
Mhm.
and save money
For them, 'di ba?
for them. Yeah,
Like as business owners, at
right.
least you don't have to spend money for electricity because
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, so we're about to end our first uh, episode
Pilot, yeah,
0,
a pilot
pilot
episode.
episode.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to share to our like the first viewers, no? So are they gonna be, the first viewers would be part of a $1 million giveaway, you know?
Labubo.
Oh, wait. Let's talk about this. I want to ask her. Uh, how come na-convince ka na maging collector
Well,
of Labubo or
well,
any other ship?
technically, I'm. You cannot actually call me like a collector because
I mean,
I
how
really have
you already started.
few. Yeah.
You call yourself collector na rin eh.
Yeah, and to be honest, I was like contemplating before getting one. Kaya anak ko, I'm really someone na nag-practice yung delayed gratification. It's been months since I've been eyeing it, and um, ang ako lang dyan, number one is because they are cute. I know, 'di ba?
I mean,
And
I
it's
think
hard
it's
to
okay.
like for me the way I analyze things before purchasing something. I have to ask myself, do I really need it? Do I really have the money to purchase it? Like, should I really use it because I'm actually like trying to practice minimalism,
What lessons would
Yun-
you be getting from
Yeah.
collecting?
So kato like anak ko nga minimalism. And then grabe gid ang curiosity nako when I first got it. Actually, I was supposed to sell it.
Mhm.
But then, naman just ako tubangan. Wala ko kapugong. So, I opened it. And it turns out, I really loved it. So, it's something na, in a way na, it's like a reward for myself. Like,
Right.
recently, I could tell, like, I work hard. We have a business. We have investments. But I think that, we're not something magud nga I mean we're not someone magud nga very materialistic, 'di ba? We both know that. And I feel like kung gustuhon lang gyud nato ang isa ka bagay, I know we can afford it, but we chose not to.
Right.
Because we said na it's not really practical. It doesn't align with our values. But then with the Labubu, it was really
Bypass mo lahat na ano.
yeah, na-bypass ko lahat, and
I mean-
I was happy. It was more of a self-care.
Okay.
Because when
good.
when someone asked me, like, nagpalit lagi ka ana, like,
I mean,
I was happy. Like, it's a
some
reward
people
for
would
myself
think
right
na
now.
collecting stuff or toys, blah blah blah, antiques or anything would be expensive. But no, I mean even Kian, Chiki, he showed me a collection of his Hot Wheels.
Ah,
And it
okay,
only
yeah.
cost him like 150 pesos or something, but sometimes it will be more.
Yeah.
He's collecting Hot Wheels.
Like,
Diba?
murag si Dre.
I mean, he can afford bigger, like, pero he's
he
just,
chose, yeah.
diba? So it doesn't matter of the cost as long as you are enjoying
Yeah, actually,
about
you still have to
acquiring it.
consider the cost as well. Ayaw magpalit og Labubo kung wala sa budget. Diba? Definitely. But if it's
But
something
what
in
if
your...
it would motivate them to make more money? That's a different
Could be,
story.
but as long as lang yun nga, you do not compromise
Right.
the important na mga aspects sa imong life, or like say for example, dapat ipalit na yung bugas for ipalit na mo ani, dili pud pwede ngon ana. It can't be that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a dumb move.
Yeah, definitely. Just lang, you have to live below your means always, always. Always live below your means. Like, for me, honestly, if gusto jud ako, if abnormal jud kay ko, pwede gyud ko mo palit og isa ka set. Hindi ko palit.
Doesn't
Diba?
make
Sa
sense.
karon. Sa karon siguro. Like, who knows?
So guys, dili na may mag-away. So, dili mo mag-watch ang next episode na mo.
Yeah.
Kaya kanang heated debate na.
Kanang naglingkod diri ang ang Labubo nga kompleto na sila, tapos pakutan ko sa kumbal. Yeah, kato lang, funny thing lang katong man gud nagpalit ko katong cry baby nako. Isa lang gud ka buok. Unboxing ko dira. Yan ikalit mo siya sulod. Makita niyo sa video nakatawa jud ko pagtanong ko mura kong tanga kay anak ko anak happy na paabri niya. Nabot man siya akong gihimo kay gitago na ko sa ubos. Tapos gibalik na pud ako kay hawa naman siya. Anak ko awkward na ani oy. Anak ko
Like, why would you do that, di ba?
Because I know na you would question me.
Hindi, I mean, did I reacted in a bad way when you started buying
ano guys
Labubu?
kani basi maingon mo ay ana daig na dapat manangi. No, I make my own money.
Exactly.
He makes his own money. It's just that naana mo gud more mutual agreement duha. And sometimes jud bilang mag-asawa, you have to set budget on things. And I'm not saying na ay budget ito, no. It was like a free Like, it wasn't intended for anything, but
Exactly.
for me lang yun, di ba? Kabalabit ko sa ko nga, katulagi, I have to make sure na ma-rationalize na ko ang pag-purchase sa isa ka bagay. I don't want to buy things bitaw nga parang mag-regret ko later or di na ko kailangan.
Exactly.
It's very important here.
But I don't really care if you start a new hobby or something because
Yeah, I was actually
she
glad
was
when you told me
she's a
that.
different person, no? When we were young. I think it's hard to kumbaga manage your girlfriend that time because she was just studying, no? And I was working.
Yeah.
And then when she stopped studying, all she can see is me. And we always fight because of that. Because she doesn't do anything. She doesn't play games.
Yeah, it's important
She
you
doesn't have any
divert,
hobby.
yeah, divert your attention to
Exactly.
others.
So
Like,
it's important.
you find something that you actually love doing.
Exactly.
You meet other people.
I mean, even if married na kayo, you don't live in a world na kayo lang dalawa.
And yeah, siguro kato lang. One thing na I also told you na kumbaga, even if we're already married, we're still two different persons. And kato, we still have to respect each other's mga hobbies or unsa man yung gusto mo on. Not necessarily na because we're married dapat isa na lang mitanan, isa na lang ang gusto
Exactly.
mo. That's why it's very important na kumbaga i-allow nimo imong partner ba to be themselves.
Exactly.
Like, do not limit them sa unsay lang mga gusto mo. So yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, I think that's it for us. I think this is going to be a fun ride, no? We sometimes, if ever hindi ako available, Karen would be hosting our podcast, and we will be inviting a lot of interesting people. We're not going to be focusing only on people that are already like na mga bigatin na, but we're also going to be talking a lot like farmers, everyone na kahit
Exactly.
sino.
If there's something that we both realize, especially with our travels, guys, is para mi, wala mi nagalimit sa kinsa lang mong gusto i-friends with, kinsa mong gusto kasturya, but guys, try to talk to different people from all walks of
You would
life,
learn a lot
and
from
you
them.
would be amazed na kumbaga kung ikaw halimbawa lang perspective nimo na ay dili ko musturya kun bawa tambay lang man siya. No, guys, you still get to learn lessons from these people. And say for example, like the way Mark, Dave and I try to learn things is that, say for example, there's this bad person na dili ka gusto nga i-follow nimo siya kay bad influence, then learn from the bad decisions that he made, 'di ba? Then do not do it. 'Di ba? I think that you should not only focus on the good things. You can also learn from the bad choices that other people made and learn from it. Then if it was a bad choice, then try not to follow it. 'Di ba? At least nakagad ay dili din ako to himuon kay it was a bad choice based on this person. 'Di ba?
Cheers.
That's how we try to learn things as well.
Yeah. So thank you so much. We look forward na maging motivated pa kami to push this.
Yeah, it was like dugay na kami nag-podcast gilag kaputol, daghan na kami mga channels.
Wag niyo na i-search.
Yeah, ayan na yung
Okay,
search.
super ganda ni Karen doon.
But
We were
yeah,
eating, it's yung first session namin.
Podcast,
I'll give you
first
an
podcast
idea.
na mo.
We bought a table. We put a lot of food.
Nagkaon.
Dunkin', blah, blah,
Tapos
blah.
nagkaon namin
We were
doon.
talking about blockchain, about Bitcoin, and eating yung donut. It was
Gani.
so fun.
And
But
you can see the evolution po doy. Like katong
Exactly.
nga time ay nga dili man sa kanang gid kumbaga nag-start mi sa wala guys. So ang among ma-afford ato kay katura nga time, and then looking back and looking
it's epic. It's
on things that on what we have like right now. It's so amazing sa ang journey together. So yeah, expect a lot of this. And
Magpakita ko ng konting clip doon sa edit.
okay, sige. Yung mga unsa to nga year, guys? Wala pa siguro
2017.
nag-mainstream ang podcast. Nag-attempt na podcast duwa. Di lang gid mi successful kay first, we don't have the gadgets. Second, wala mi tarong nga play, saba kaayo, alimuot jud kay to.
Oo, malakas yung electric fan.
Electric fan lang man, so wala aircon, so electric fan lang mi. Tapos katulagi wala jud mi budget, yung mga yagit pa jud mi. Pero kato
But we want to teach people talaga.
yeah, because
want to teach people
we're not really like very old to have all those experiences na mga veterans have or
Exactly.
older people have. But I think experience-wise, since daghan tag ma-share, and also because of our travel.
Exactly.
Guys, if you can travel more.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you have the budget, if you have the
First,
means.
first travel ko is I mean, in the future ko na to talk, but in Thailand, when I step on a fresh new ground, I kissed I kiss ko talaga yung floor. I was like so amazed that, ooh, this is
Naabot
a
na
new
gid ka dito.
world. It's like, it
Yes,
feels
yes,
like you
definitely.
went to another planet. Kumbaga.
Yeah.
It's different when, I mean, you can fly to a domestic, no? Like, for example, Cebu, blah, blah, blah. But when you go
Naipod
to
ko
a country,
international.
a different country, different
Different
people,
culture,
different
different
culture,
people.
different
Yeah,
language.
different people.
It's crazy amazing. Anyway, thank you so much again. The
Diba?
best ako, thank
Na-divert.
you.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank
So,
you.
yeah, I'm so thankful for inviting me, Char,
Mm,
to your pilot episode.
okay.
I hope that you also learned something from me.
Of course, 100%.
Yeah. And expect a lot of this
In
mga
the next few weeks. Yeah.
conversations. And I hope that you really find value on this podcast, guys. And we really just want to share what we learned all throughout our journey together.
Right.
Individually, on our business, on our relationship, diba? So, we just really wanna share those because actually I don't know if nakwento ko sa iyo, but then I actually received messages, DMs from people na even if I'm not really close with them, friends na ko or namunguta na sila sa kuan na, hi ma'am, like I admire what you have achieved and I wanted to ask how you did it. Mga sila advice.
Wow.
Yeah, I've received
Ang mga na-receive ko kasi,
messages like
tol,
that.
pautang.
Meron ako ganun. Yeah, I also received those, but yeah, I was actually nakadawat kong mga inana. And I was like
Amazing. You have a
amazed.
good,
So this is like one of those. So actually it motivated me as well na okay, if there's this, people who appreciate what I
Right.
do, and then why not try to
I mean,
reach out. Ako na mismo mag-reach out sa mga tao. Tayo mismo, we create this podcast, this channel to be, you know, share our experiences and lessons that
right,
we
right,
learned.
right. I mean,
Because
I
who
also received
knows?
some of
Who
those
knows?
kind of
Yeah.
mga compliments, but some of them I even cried, no. I mean, I thank people, but it's an amazing journey.
Yeah. So, kato guys, I
Again.
hope you enjoyed this pilot episode. So, final na siya nga ako.
Final na, thank
This is
you.
our final thank you for
Okay.
everyone for watching the first episode. And I hope that you enjoyed it. And thank you so much for
Yeah.
inviting your wife.
You're welcome. See you around.
Yes, you
girl.
around. Buang-buang. Yeah.
Sige,
and,
sige, sige. Bye-bye. Thank you so
bye
much.
guys,
Bye.
and thank you.
Bye.